This time of the year, it's easy not to feel like ourselves. It's January, and it's getting close to the dead of winter. But getting outside and staying active is the key to improving our moods. Winter is often barren, but there's beauty that can be found here. Even though our lawn is asleep, there are a few things that we can do during this time of the year. First, we need to get this yard cleaned up. We need to get the last of these leaves and this pine straw off of the ground. Even when it's cold outside like it is now, there's still going to be some weeds that are present. These weeds are stubborn, and they're going to continue to grow unless we take them out. Today, I'm going to show you how to mix up a powerful weed solution that's going to help get the job done, take these weeds out. I'm going to use a 32-ounce spray bottle and a product called 2,4-D. It's a broadleaf weed killer. All right, I've got my 2,4-D off the shelf, and I need to refill this bottle. It was completely empty, but I went ahead and I've loaded this with some water, filled it up all the way. And now we're just going to add a little bit of this concentrated product here. I like to get these medicine caps. You have to convert it a lot of times over from ounces to milliliters, but I find that it works a lot better, especially at a small amount. And for this ratio, we've got a 32-ounce bottle. We've got our concentrated 2,4-D. We need 15 milliliters of that. So I'm going to go ahead and shake this up just a little bit. We're going to pour it in. And get the cap off of this. Oh, that's brand new. Fill it up to 15 milliliters. And that's all you need of that concentrate. You don't need much. Let's get the cap back on that. Let's get the lid on tight and let's shake it up. And now we're ready to go. Getting the right mix on this is crucial. We want to make sure that we get that ratio right, because when we are treating these broadleaf weeds, we want to make sure that we take out those weeds, but don't take out the grass. And I noticed that I've got some wild onion that's creeping in under this crepe myrtle. I've also found that I've got some nutsedge that snuck in over here by the fence. The last time I sprayed for it, I must have missed it. And this is what I'm putting out against the nutsedge. I'm going to be using a separate spray bottle for this. So precision is the key here. You don't want to overdo it. You also don't want to put too little either, because then it may not be effective against these stubborn weeds. This mixture that I'm going to make will only get the weeds and not take out the grass. You only need a couple sprays on each area. That's all it takes. Controlling these weeds during the wintertime may seem unnecessary, but if you're taking them out now, then it's going to prevent you from having to take it out later on in the springtime. Not only that, it's probably going to be a much more difficult time because they've already spread. So take them out now. The secret to a good lawn is actually underground. It's your soil. So more importantly, it's actually going to be your pH that you need to look at first. Even though I'm not going to be making any pH adjustments to my soil today, it's already in good shape because of my last soil test. I know this, but you want to get that soil pH in the right range. And that range is between 6 and 8. So the reason why you want to get it in that range is because it's really helpful for all the microorganisms and all the nutrient absorption that you're going to get in your lawn. And so if you are outside of this range, you need to do some soil amendments. So for raising your soil's pH, you want to go with some lime. If you need to lower it, you need to find sulfur. You can do this adjustment any time of the year, but the best time to actually do it is in the fall or in the spring. Just keep in mind that these amendments will not work overnight. They're going to need a few months to actually do their thing. So when you apply them, give them at least 3 to 6 months and then test your soil again. That'll give you a better picture of how these adjustments are working. But what I'm putting down today is something called HumiChar. It's an Anderson's product. I've been putting it down regularly on my lawn for months now. HumiChar is something that you can apply any time of the year, and that's regardless of any season that you're in. It's really good, rich organic matter, and it's a good soil amendment that's a unique blend of humic acid and biochar. This combination brings together all that quick acting benefits of that humic acid and then starts to get right into your soil right away. And then you're going to have the lasting benefits of the biochar. And that's going to be for decades to come. Now that's some longevity. Both humic acid and biochar are great for adding carbon to your soil. So this ensures that plants will get everything they need both efficiently and effectively. This is a DG product, which means it's a dispersive granular. So as soon as you're watering it into the lawn, those granulars are starting to disperse. They're working right away and they get past the thatch of your lawn and they soak down into the soil. And there's no additional work that needs to be done once you throw this down. All right, I got my Pro Plugger out. I'm going to go back here to the backyard and I'm going to pull a plug with this Pro Plugger. I want to show you what that HumiChar has been doing over the last few months. I've been putting it down for months now, so we ought to be able to see a comparison between that rich Georgia clay soil and that top layer of HumiChar that's coming down on top of it. All right, so take a look at that. You can see how it's starting to turn black up here. All that soil right there is just straight clay. But you can see here at the top, we've got that HumiChar. It's coming in on top of it, starting to turn it dark charcoal, dark gray color, almost black. So these are some simple but effective steps to get your lawn in prime condition during these winter months. Let's not forget that tending to your lawn during the summertime isn't just about the grass, it's about us too. So on those bright, sunny days, make sure you get outside and breathe in the fresh air and continue to improve your outdoor spaces. Being in nature really does a lot for our mood and our well-being. So if you like this video, make sure you check out this other one where I did a soil test and I walk you through how easy it is and I show you step by step what the process was like. It's a necessary step to understanding your lawn and your soil better. Hey, thanks for joining me today, and I'm going to see you in the next one.